is here. The University of Washington favorite son. Welcome, and it's great to have you here.
Man, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
What'd you think of the first half, first of all?
First half, I got to watch a little bit, but, you know, both teams are running. Personally, as the sophomores, I will get the big mans involved to get easy buckets because, you know, the young guys, I mean, they're running. And,
right.
You know, that's what you need, easy buckets in this. And then I know in the fourth quarter, they'll pick it up.
See, nothing I like better than a guard saying, I got to get the big guys the ball. You know, I like you already. Yeah, you're right. They've got to slow the game down a little bit. And the sophomores have got to pound it inside, not turn it over, and just take advantage of their size.
I mean, you got Kevin Love down there. You got to feed him the ball. I mean, the man's unbelievable down there in the post. You got Gasol, you got, you know, and then you can play in and out with Gallo and the guys that can knock down shots. And I think it'll make it a little bit easier for them to come back and, you know, take this lead.
What'd you think of the halftime dunking?
It was kind of cool, you know,
yeah.
You know, something new, something different. You know, it's going to be tough, you know, dunking against DeRozan. I see he showed us a little bit, and he didn't want to show too much, so he asked me what dunk to do. I just said, just be creative.
We've never had a three-time winner, you know.
I know, this is history, so hopefully, you know, God can bless me with this. I really appreciate it, so hopefully he answered my prayers, but I'm just here to have fun and, you know, in this entertaining crowd for the kids.
Well, we're glad you're here. Let's go over to Craig Sager.
Well, Nate Robinson over there politicking. He wants votes already. He hasn't even dunked this year. You have your phone out. Who did you think was better, Eric Gordon or DeMar DeRozan?
I thought DeMar was, you know, only because, you know, he came out stiff. I think Eric has been running up and down the court a little bit. DeMar came out, did some pretty nice dunks, and he was fresh out of the locker room.
Kenny Smith, Charles Barkley agreed you're the best athlete in the slam dunk contest. How do you use that to your advantage to win this thing?
Hopefully just try to be more creative. I think, you know, try to get the fans on my side early and be creative with my dunks, and hopefully I can come away with it.
Is Nate Robinson having a disadvantage because he's defending champion, also because he is smaller in stature? Do you think he has an advantage?
I think so. He has the advantage. He's smaller, and he's a two-time champion. So, you know, that carries a lot of weight in itself. So, you know, he's the man that's sitting on top of the hill, and he's the guy that we have to knock off that hill right now.
There's some love for you, Nate. Back to you, Kevin.
Well, just out of curiosity, Nate, you got something special planned for tomorrow? Anything out of the ordinary?
I mean, I just want to come in and, you know, just trying to win the game. You know, the dunk contest naturally. Spud told me to, you know, don't use any props. So I'm gonna try to take his advice and, you know, just try to go in and, you know, just do it natural like he did.
Well, I'm sure you do well. It's so impressive how high you get off the ground. I can tell you. If I jumped as high as you did, I'd be over the top of the backboard at 6'11".
So here we go with the rookies holding on to a lead over the sophomores, and there is Blair. And there goes Jennings. Well, we are in Dallas, of course, and you know that Spud Webb won here on the slam dunk here in Dallas.
Yeah. He's, you know, they love him here, and you know, to see Spud Webb, you know, do what he did, you know, he paved the way for me, and I really appreciate him, you know, being a little guy that has won the dunk contest and just pretty much opened the gate for me.
Well, he'll be a part, Will Spud, of our dunk-defying program tomorrow. And here's your teammate with the Knicks.
Give him the three. Give him the three. Behind you.
Westbrook thinking like you. This is a triple. He's got a nice stroke, doesn't he?
Yeah. Gallo, he can shoot left and right-handed. That's unbelievable.
That is. His dad
guy
played.
with a nice jumper, too.
Yes, he does. Steph Curry.
Rebound.
You know, have you guys been using Gallo a little bit, Gallinari, in the pick and roll with him handling the ball? Because he really did that when he was over in Europe a lot.
Believe it or not, he can do that, you know, pretty well. He can play the point guard position. And he's strong. Believe it or not, he's strong, and he knows how to play the game with basketball.
Jennings the other way. How fast is Jennings, huh?
Yeah, he's a tough cover. He's a tough cover because he's always aggressive, looking to score, and it makes it easier to get his teammates involved. That was a legal pick. Oh, my God.
Jennings and Evans both with 16 points for the rookie. There's O.J. Mayo. Vinton, J. Anthony Mayo.
Say that 5 times fast.
Good luck. You just call him OJ.
How do you spell that?
OJ is how you spell it. As the rookies jumping up on top of the sophomores, Blair with 8 points and 11 rebounds for the rookies, the San Antonio second-round pick out of Pitt. Here's a look at the upcoming national TV schedule. Tomorrow on NBA TV at 3 Eastern, the NBA D-League All-Star Game. Wednesday on ESPN. I want to remind you that Phoenix will take on Dallas, 9 o'clock Eastern time. Hey, hasn't this All-Star weekend just become, it's almost bigger than life. I mean, look around here, within about a 10-yard radius, we have Hollywood stars and great athletes, and I mean, it's just sensational, and this is only the first night of it.
I mean, it's gonna be big, but I mean, All-Star, Sunday is gonna be unbelievable.
Yes,
I mean,
it will.
to see the big screen and it's gonna be 100,000 people. It's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Getting into Dallas Stadium. I want to see the stadium itself as Gordon pulls up and misses one. This is where they've got to beat him on the boards, by the way. Just keep on pounding inside there. Yep. Exactly. Get it up there. I'm looking forward to seeing the stadium itself. They said it's just impressive. I haven't been in there yet.
Well, I mean, I watch it on TV a lot because I'm a football guy, so I follow football, and just to see, when guys punt the ball and they hit it, the screen is so. It's like crazy, ginormous. It's ridiculous.
Westbrook takes it in. You have a little football in your background, don't you?
Yes, I do. I played a year of football at University of Washington.
You did, that's right.
As a true freshman, my father went there, Jock Robinson, Rose Bowl, Orange Bowl MVP, the only father to do that, and really proud of my dad.
How about this guy's dad here, huh? His dad was a pretty good...
Great shooter. Great shooter.
Del Curry. And Lopez with another good feed.
Boy, Stephon Curry's just got a beautiful shot. I mean, his stroke, and when you look at a young kid, especially a rookie, shooting over 40% from the three-point line, that's really impressive.
His dad had a great stroke, Kevin.
And right on cue.
Yeah, right on cue. It's like every time he shoots, he knows he's going to make it. And when you have that confidence, I mean, you can sometimes will the ball in the hole.
I don't want to leave his mom out, Sonia. Sonia, his mom, was a great volleyball player. We know about Dell at Virginia Tech. As Evans goes flying in. Del Curry's, as you take a look at Gallo, and he picks up a foul. As you take a look at that's a Cowboy Stadium. That is a live shot. We've had temperatures below 40 degrees. I'm sure you've all read about the 800 flights canceled at DFW yesterday. They had over a foot of snow. The city with all kinds of ice on top of the snow, kind of digging itself out today, but they're back to normal and ready for a big weekend.
Yeah, for those of you who have just TiVo'd that shot of the stadium in snow, you may never see that again.
That's right.
That was the most snow. They said, I had a guy driving me yesterday, and he said he's never, 35 years in Dallas, he said he's never even thought of snow like this.
Yeah, this is, I didn't even know it snowed in Dallas.
I don't think Texas alone. I don't think they knew either.
You thought you were in New York again, didn't you?
Man, I did.
O.J. Mayo, Lopez with a little bit of a screen. Now Curry watching Lopez. Watch out.
He played bully ball there, traveled a little bit.
Yeah,
but,
he definitely drugged the foot a little bit.
But I mean, that's how they got to play, though. They just got to get inside of those big guys and let them pound away.
You got to make him drive right here. Get the ball out of his hands. Even though this is a rookie-sophomore game.
That's a good-looking pass, and he finds Blair. He got it to go, so Curry comes up with the nice assist. Watching Westbrook the other way. Westbrook, you've guarded. He's a tough guy. He's big, he's strong, he's fast.
Man.
And this kid is fast. On this Jennings.
Lightning fast. Nice tip. Rebound. So we got to do push it.
Beasley the other way.
You got to.
O.J. Mayo.
Got to knock that down. Oh, nice rebound.
Westbrook.
Yeah, I like Westbrook because he's a guard that likes to rebound. He goes on the opposite glass, gets tip backs, and that's you need that sometimes.
There's Blair.
Travel.
He's shoved around inside. Looks like he may have taken one to the face, to the nose. This Westbrook, some kind of player. He's been taking it to the rack a lot.
Great combination of speed and power. Yeah. Hard to guard when he's coming at you on a four-headed speed, isn't he?
He reminds me of a football player. That.
They just tried to kill her. See Southland.
Well, as Dan Del Curry taught him how to shoot, and last year he was the leading scorer in college basketball. He has made his last 3 from the floor. including a three-point shot. He was not heavily recruited. A lot of teams passed him, so he played in the Southern Conference at Davidson.
Yeah, no question. You know, a lot of these guys I've actually seen play since high school on. He was a guy that wasn't on the under-16 team, on the under-18 team. He wasn't on the Olympic, you know, pre-tryout teams and stuff. But boy, I tell you, his last 2 years at Davidson, he came out and just lit it up. And when you got a stroke like that, you'll find a home in the NBA.
Oh, you can, but you know, it's not where you go. It's how you play.
Yep.
And you know, coming out of high school myself, I didn't get not one letter to play basketball. I was a football guy, and I switched my scholarship over, and you know, I made it work for me.
Not even a smaller college.
Not even a small. It was Santa Clara.
That was it. Steve Nash.
Yeah, exactly.
Ray Robinson is with us. Two-time slam dunk champion. New York Knick guard. University of Washington Husky. All around good guy.
And one. Nice. That's what you got to do right there. Duck in, good pass, good finish.
You know, that's the lost art. You know, years ago, that was a standard play. High screen and roll, big man duck in on the weak side, eat up that paint.
That's an easy pass for a guard to make right there. Look, duck in, nice move.
Yeah, and that was standard basketball. But now you see, there's so few big guys. Nate, why do you think the big guys aren't posting up and really being aggressive in the paint anymore?
I just think it's just evolution. You know, just time goes on, and I guess, you know, big guys think, you know, they can move like guards a little bit and try to do a little bit too much dribbling and try to finish. But as long as they just be patient, I think, you know, it's I know it's tough because you got guys like Dwight. I know he has to guard Mark and, you know, Paul and all the rest of the, you know, big guys in the league. And it's tough every night, but, you know, you got to add something to your game to, you know, separate yourself.
Fans, you just saw the T-Mobile Rookie Challenge and Youth Jam MVP text numbers. Text the last name of your choice to 38657. Voting will go until the end of the game, and it's unlimited. Gasol setting the screen on Evans. Morrow.
Nice floater.
He's a three-point shooter, but he's taken it in a couple times to get his points tonight. He's got 4.
Big fan of Johnny Flynn.
Everybody likes him.
Yeah.
New York
guy. Yeah. Syracuse.
State of New York. Yep.
Look.
Puts in the 3.
Yeah, Johnny. Way to make me look good, Johnny.
He's got 9. That was a triple.
And when Flynn becomes a better shooter, Nate, he's going to be hard to guard. He's so good off the dribble, but he's got to get his jump shot where it's consistent for him.
Yeah, that too. But you know, as he becomes a vet and he goes, you know, hard to the hole, because right now as a rookie he doesn't get a lot of calls. But I mean, he goes strong, and you know, he'll learn how to finish more. And as time goes on, you know, your jump shot will get better and better. I mean, a lot of guys, you know, here are always going to get better with their jump shots. So it's just, you know, it just takes time.
He's a strong floor leader.
Look at that.
You know, I
swear, man. Westbrook, he's like Adrian Peterson. He can, he's fast and run you over if you don't get out the way.
That's just called bully ball right there. He just said, as he tries to get his 3 to go back, but Russell Westbrook just took him to the hole and said, I'm playing bully ball on you.
19 for Westbrook, 19 for Evans.
Can we get a cutter?
Westbrook again by Flynn, by Caspian to the rack.
Yeah, Westbrook, and he's a Pac-10 guy, so of course I gotta like him. Pac-10, baby.
How can you be giving all kinds of credit to a guy from UCLA?
That's all good. As long as it's Pac-10, man, we gotta stick together.
There's another Pac-10 guy.
Pac-10 got Arizona State. See what I'm saying?
How you like that beard?
I asked him if he was gonna cut. He said no.
It looks like Moses. That's what.
They were calling him Moses.
The white was calling him Moses. Tariq Evans is the layup king, I swear.
He's got 21.
How about how he finishes around the basket? Isn't
strong.
Yes.
He's going to be a phenomenal player.
Yep.
Oh, steal. He could have got that.
Morrow.
Good defense.
It was. Got a foul.
You got to let him go.
That's our score. 12-19 in the second half. Let's go to Craig Sager.
Well, we got a lot going on over here. Dwan Blair is coming back on the court. He got stitched up after getting cut. He was in the act of shooting when he got cut. Adrian Dantley sent Stephen Curry to the free throw line to shoot free throws for him, which means that Blair could not come back into the game. However, they checked with Stu Jackson, Director of Basketball Operations. He said he would waive that rule for it's an All-Star game, but he said it doesn't make any difference because the Sophmores had 6 men on the field at the time. And so that's why they got the ball out of bounds. So they finally decided to play some defense. They put Adrian 6 men out there and almost got away with it.
All right, Craig, thank you.
You know, Craig Sager's on top of everything. I didn't even know there were 6 guys on the floor out there.
He does. There's Dwan Blair. He was born and raised in Pittsburgh. He grew up 600 yards from the Pitt campus. And his mom and dad played high school at Shenley High School in Pittsburgh. That's where he played high school. And he was deciding between the Pitt program and the University of Tennessee. They couldn't decide, so Grandma jumped in and she says, "You're going to Pitt because I want to watch you play." And that's why I went to the University of Pittsburgh, where he ended up being the Pro Big East Player of the Year. Terrific stories. Had a great start to his NBA campaign, and giving Greg Popovich no worry. Greg says he doesn't even give him any plays. He said, "Just go out there and play," and he just falls right in line.
That's good, natural. But whenever Grandma say, you got to listen. So.
Grandma
knows best.
That's right. He one of his claims to fame for Blair is that they play pickup games in a section of Pittsburgh in the Kennard Park, and he went up against Terrell Pryor. You know who Terrell Pryor is, the quarterback at Ohio State, who was one of the top high school basketball players in the country. And they asked, "Well, how did you do when you went head-to-head in the summer league game?" He dropped 56 on him. In a very modest way. Yeah, that's right. Folks, you can follow your favorite rookies and sophomores during the regular season with NBA League Pass broadband, now available for half price. Log on to NBA.com/LPBB. Watch 3 games at once. Use live game DVR. Check out full season archives all season long. Kevin, I think one of the things that people don't realize about NBA players, they love to watch other NBA players, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there's that UCLA connection. People love to Russell Westbrook after a made free throw. They did that all the time back there. Oh, players love to watch that. I mean, you know, this game is going to be watched by a lot of people. Everybody's, you know, just interested in seeing how guys are doing and watching them develop. And the NBA is a small, really group of guys. Yes, and they really enjoy the game of basketball.
You the same way, Nate? You like watching other players?
Yeah, I mean, you got to be a student of the game. You guys got to watch and see what other guys do and how they play. It just makes you a better player, and it keeps you on your toes.
And again, that's NBA.com/LPBB. These guys watch 3 games at once. You can watch it too. Watch this inbounds pass, Kevin.
Oh, he does this all the time.
Absolutely. There was it. I tell you what, I saw that UCLA. He may have cheated a little bit, but it was a heck of a pass. You know what? They did this in UCLA when I would scout those guys. They would get 1 or 2 layups off of a free throw every game. You think, doesn't the other team just put a guy down there under the basket? But they fell for it. It's a great play.
That's funny. Kevin, what's this? Craig Sager just handed us the thing. Why don't you read that for us, Kevin?
Popovich called not to check on Blair with his stitches, but to tell him not to shoot any more threes.
Yeah, because that first 3 he shot at the backboard, I thought it was a rock.
I tell you, that backboard got hurt on that one.
Pop had a nice win in Denver last night, huh?
Great win. Yeah. Now's the time for San Antonio. All these teams are a little bit older to really come in as Beasley rises up, and Kevin Love normally gets that rebound.
But come on, Johnny. He said he's going to get a dunk. Oh, Johnny with that windmill off the 2. Yeah, Johnny! Off the 2 steps. He said he's going to give me a dunk, so I'm looking forward to seeing one.
Let's look at the second chance points. And we've got a break. Hey, listen, thank you for coming by.
Appreciate it anytime,
You're
man.
terrific. We'll have you on again, okay?
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
And good luck tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Good luck tomorrow night, my friend.
Thank you.
2-time slam dunk winner, Nate Robinson, one of the great guys in his NBA.
Have some fun tomorrow night.
I will, always.
We got a timeout here in Dallas. One of the highlights of the day was the dedication of the new Reading and Learning Center with support from HP, Hewlett-Packard, and the National Got Milk campaign at Arlington's Farrell Elementary School. Participants shared their favorite books with the youngsters and emphasized the importance of education. The NBA, where caring happens, and the NBA, where for a 2nd consecutive year, Pau Gasol joins us in the Rookie Challenge. Welcome back.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
Great to see you, yeah. We've seen your brother play, and he's had a nice first half.
So far, so good. You know, he's just hustling and just playing a game and trying to get all the garbage that he can get from this crazy game.
And they need to go inside. I've been saying the sophomores need to throw the ball inside, slow the game down a little bit, and see if they can trim a little bit 14-point lead out.
They have such a huge advantage as far as size goes that they need to go inside and explode that. But, you know, they kind of playing the same game as a rookie team is playing.
There's Westbrook right by Curry. Thunder team is terrific, and he is kind of the tip of the spear for that team. Such a terrific young player.
Yes, he is. Westbrook is a terrific player. He just gives him so much. Got incredible speed, great athleticism. Just goes to the boards too. Gets people involved, so does a little bit of everything.
And here is Beasley. Comes in, Blair is back in. Against the wishes of his coach. Caspi the other way.
Hey, Paul, everybody's interested in Jennings, leaving and going over and playing in Europe and stuff. How hard can you tell the people as you played over there the difference it is when you're playing another great drive by Russell Westbrook? As hard as they practice in Europe, and the European pro ball is a little different than the NBA, isn't it?
I think it is, absolutely. Different pace, different schedule for sure.
Yep.
The practice is also different. You get a chance to work out in the morning. Usually you work your fundamentals. You work your shooting, specific things, technical things, and then at night you do your teamwork and team practice. So you get a chance to work on other things and then work with, really good players.
Yep.
Jennings with 20. Well, Kevin has talked about, Powell, the European player and how it's constant work on the fundamentals and how different it is going through high school over there and becoming a pro at 16, 17 years of age than it is here, where you maybe get on the court maybe once a day, but certainly not for 6 or 7 hours.
That's true. And I think one of the biggest difference here is the problem that most high school players got is that there's so much hype around them. And they get to college and everything is about them. Back home, overseas, I think there's not a lot of hype. You get a little bit of attention, but you still have long ways to go to prove yourself at the professional level. Whatever you do in your high school years, nobody really follows it that much, but here is a huge thing. It's a huge deal. So, I think that sometimes plays against them.
Beasley now with 15, 30 for Westbrook. Every starter for the rookie team has gone to double figures, including the 21 of Evans and Jennings with 20, and there's Caspi. Another European player. First Israeli, as we mentioned before, ever drafted in the NBA. And we got Caspi at the line right now. The 2010 NBA All-Star Weekend is exclusively on TNT. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock, the All-Decade presented by Esurance. At 6 o'clock, the dunk-defying show with Spud and Nate. Horse presented by Geico at 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock, the NBA tip-off presented by Autotrader.com. At 8:30, the All-Star Saturday Night presented by State Farm, which includes the higher shooting stars, Taco Bell's Skills Challenge. Charles will be all over that because of the food, pal.
Right.
Foot Locker three-point contest. Yeah, that's right.
Pretty crazy.
And then the Sprite Slam Dunk. And then Sunday, the 59th NBA All-Star Game live from Dallas Cowboys. On TNT. Blair. Of course, you just saw Blair the other night in Los Angeles.
I saw him, yeah. I played against him. I felt him too. He's a big body. Definitely works hard. You gotta get the body on him. He's got a good nose for the ball. Really finishes well. I told him to work on his left hand a little bit, so his game will be a lot more complete. I told him, yeah, because I blocked him a couple times because he brought the ball right back to me.
32 for Westbrook.
Russell's been playing great, taking it to the hole and being aggressive. And I give you some advice, pal. Don't tell guys how to get better, because as you get older, you don't want to be playing against them when they get better. Let them find that out themselves.
You're right about that, but I like seeing guys getting better and working on their game and becoming better players.
What age did you turn pro over in Spain?
I was 18, 19. That's when I first started playing pro.
Inside to Evans. By the way, there's some great scoring going on, but there's also some great overall play. I know Pop is watching. Blair with 16 points, 15 rebounds. Beasley has, Coach Eric Spoelstra has 17 so far. You think PJ's watching this?
I don't think so.
I don't think he is.
I don't think so at all.
He's in Montana or someplace right now, isn't he?
He's definitely not watching any basketball at this time. He enjoys just taking that time off.
He needs to take a break. We'll talk about the Lakers when we come back with Pau Gasol, who is our special guest for a second consecutive year on this terrific Friday night. The rookies who have lost 7 consecutive games to the Sophmores on top now.
It's coming over. No, he's just adjusting his feet. Because his feet are on a block back here. 20. You know? 20 seconds. Quick, help. Quick, help. Towels, quick. Quick. Oh, very nice.
You can't be making me laugh, man.
That's coming up next. That's the Emmy award-winning inside the NBA. It's won multiple awards, and that's coming up. And if you really want to see something funny, I can personally put my stamp on this. It's terrific. It's a great way to look back at the 10 years of those guys together on inside the
playing
NBA.
against Chuck and fighting him tooth and nail all those years. Never thought I'd see his head in an aquarium.
Pat Riley did that once. Didn't Pat Riley did that in a motivation?
Yeah, put his head into an ice bucket and said, you got to be willing to have pain to win.
All the rookies on top by 14. Westbrook has put in 34, 23 in this half. And he's got it right now working on Johnny Flynn. Al Gasol, who Spurs coach Greg Popovich called the most skilled big man on the planet, and combined with the best player in the planet in Kobe Bryant. Pretty good combination. Let's talk about your Lakers briefly here, just how the first two-thirds of the season have gone, and what do you think will happen here the rest of the way?
Well, it's been tough on us as far as the injuries go. We had to, myself,
including you, right?
Yeah, including myself. It's been tough, but I think we reacted and responded pretty well, and overall, we got a pretty good record, and we're in a good position to go from now on. The most important part is how we finish and how we get to the playoffs, and we got to be at the top of our game there. So I'm pretty confident we're going to be all right. I like our chances again, and it'll be hard to repeat, but I trust my team and our coaching staff.
And no Kobe last couple games, and you win.
Yeah, well,
big.
Guys stepped up and stepped up to the plate and took more responsibilities in playing, and it was fun actually. We had a pretty good game.
It was hard. Well, Kyle, you're 29 years old. You've had a good run so far in the league with many good years ahead of you. But you look out here, first and second year players. These are the stars to come in the NBA.
Right, this is our future, right? And it's always fun to see and come watch this game and see the talents of the league, the young players coming in, and how talented they are. So it's a good thing.
Right now, the sophomores got a chance to make a little bit of run, and Russell Westbrook has been on fire.
Oh, my God. Well, like Kevin Durant was. Remember Kevin Durant last year for the Thunder in this game?
Exactly. It must be an Oklahoma City deal because they got it going on. He's scoring up a storm. But now they got a chance. They got it in 8 points right now, and just start playing a little bit better defense. And what a great finish by Tariq Evans. We were talking about it. He's attacking you, Powell. He's so clever around the basket. It's got to be murder trying to stop a guy like that attacking you.
He is. He's got good size, real good size. He's crafty. He's not very explosive or very quick, but he just gets in the lane and, he's crafty. He can really finish. Definitely better going right. But it's hard. It's hard to block him and get him out of the paint.
Well, standing by with our Craig Saber is an Olympian from Beijing for Spain, Marc Gasol, now at the Grizzlies. Segs?
Well, thank you very much. 10 points for Marc Gasol as the sophomores try to get back into this game. We were talking moments ago with your brother. I don't know if you had a chance to hear him, but what influence has he been on your career?
Well, he's always been a role model for me. Obviously, every time I had a big decision to take, and he has helped me. And he's more experienced than me, so he's a good guy helping and a good big brother.
When they made the trade, sending Paul Gasol from Memphis to the Lakers, many people say it's the most lopsided trade in NBA history. How did you take that, and how did your parents take it when they said little baby brother's just a throw-in?
Well, at that time, I didn't know I wanted to come into the NBA. I was having a very good season in Spain, and I was having fun there, so I didn't know that I wanted to come over. So after that season, I decided to come over, to a city I already knew, that I feel very comfortable with, and I feel that I represent pretty good.
If he is the most skilled big man on the planet, as Greg Popovich says, where do you rank?
What did you say?
Greg Popovich says he's the most skilled big man on the planet. Where do you rank?
Well, I don't think he's a big man. He's more of a power forward, if so. But he's definitely very skilled. I'm just trying to make my way in and try to fight through a lot of stuff.
So if it's a one-on-one contest, you're telling me you take him to the hole?
We fight a lot. We never finish one-on-one because we take it very personal. We don't like to lose. We're both better competitors. and we hate to lose. So.
All right, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
He went to high school in Memphis when you were playing there, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He went to Lausanne for two years, and dominated because it was private school, pretty much league, and he dominated. It's so easy for him, but he gained a lot of weight at the time and eating a lot of junk food. You know how high school
Rendezvous,
is.
Barbecue, Corky's, right? All those places.
He was hitting all. I mean, every one of them. But he went back home and worked hard and played professional there and really paid off. And
he looks great. I mean, physically looks terrific.
Yes.
You know, he gets a lot of steals for a center, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He gets his hands in a lot of balls and he's active. He's become really active.
Yeah, and he's got a good feel for the game. Guys that get steals have a good feel for the game. They see where the ball's going. They're a play ahead, and I think Mark's got a nice feel. As do you, Paul. I think that what a nice treat for us tonight, Kevin Harlan, to have Paul Gasol and Dwight Howard, two of the really good young big men in our league that are leading this league as far as in the center position.
Jennings can't hit. Evans comes out. Evans has got 26, 40 for Westbrook for the Sophmores. And Kevin, you take great pride in big men. You work with Kevin Garnett. You work with Kevin Love. So a guy like Powell and Mark and these other young Dwight Howard, to possess what they possess at that size is very unique.
I agree. And the thing I love about the Gasol brothers, both of them, they make plays from the elbow. They don't have to shoot it. They're dropping passes off. They make their teammates better. And they both are such good basketball players with good basketball IQs. It's really fun for me to watch them.
Oh, thank you, Kevin. Thank you. We enjoy the game. I think we learn how to play the game. And we aren't selfish. We got the fundamentals, and we were with winners. We're trying to help our team win no matter what. Above all the individual stuff, that's totally aside from our goal, which is to help our team win and be successful.
Here's Beasley with 19. Morrow with 7. Caspi in there trying to knock it away. Morrow led the NBA, as we said before, in three-point shooting last year. All of his points have come inside on drives.
He's a terrific shooter, but today he's not really feeling it.
Evans.
I got it. Got a tuck there on that board.
Do you know what they call Jennings? Gumby.
Gumby.
He's got the Gumby hairdo going there. You like that?
I don't know about his haircut. I'm not too.
Did you see yourself with that? We can, we can put his hair on your head. We can do that at TNT. Inside.
Not while I'm playing. I don't know if I'll go a little crazy like Charles does.
We have this Inside the NBA show coming up, Powell, after this report from Craig Sager. Craig?
Well, Kevin Durant, as we mentioned, one of the coaches on the rookie team, always yelling out there, is deny him the ball, deny him the ball. Are you worried that Russell Westbrook's going to break your record?
You know, just because he's my teammate, I let him do it. But I told him, man, it's only been a record for about, 7 to 8 months. Let it at least be a couple years before you break it. But, he's been playing very well. And, he's been hitting threes or something he normally doesn't do. So, I'm happy for him.
Maybe go down to the other bench and tell him to take him out of the game.
He did me a favor when he was hot. He took him out the game after he hit 2 threes. And, we got 3 minutes, so we'll see what happens.
Oklahoma City, great chemistry on the court, but maybe a little dissension here in this rookie challenge, Kevin.
Thank you, Craig, and we've got that score with 3 minutes to play in the second half. Curry! Oh, what a stroke! Beautiful shot. He only has 14, 40 for Westbrook, and 26 for Evans, the game's high scores. You can still vote for tonight's T-Mobile Rookie Challenge Youth Jam MVP. Text the last name of your MVP choice to 38657 by wireless phone, or visit NBA.com and vote online. Here's Jennings. The older you get, you sense that the faster these kids get here. Look at, he's got it. Hey!
Look good.
I mean, they just fly, don't they?
They really do. They just get faster and faster, and you get slower and slower. That's a tough reality to face, but
you get smarter and smarter.
That's true too. Wisdom and experience is always a big plus.
Absolutely.
Take that over anything.
Ware getting his hand on that ball and fighting for it inside. Westbrook for 3. Caspi. Take it in with the left hand. Now you can see defense is not the name of the game of this
It's usually not.
of this game.
Yeah, Phil wouldn't be happy with his defense, would he?
No, probably the other guys would have to go to the bench. But this game is, usually this way.
Sure.
Yeah.
Guys try to have fun and put up a good show for the fans. So defense is not always present in this kind of game.
Well, the national TV schedule looks this way. Tomorrow on NBA TV, 3 o'clock Eastern Time. The NBA D-League All-Star Game. Wednesday on ESPN, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Phoenix and Dallas. That's coming up. All of our festivities tomorrow night here from the American Airlines Center. All summing up with the 59th NBA All-Star Game on Sunday. Kevin, how many times did you play in the All-Star?
7 times I played.
7 times. It's terrific. And now this will be your
third time.
Third time.
Still got a lot of catching up to do.
Yes, you do, yeah.
Hey, Paul, I got a question to ask you. What do you think of Brook Lopez in his game? You play against him, and he's a good young second-year center.
I like him. I like him a lot. He's got a great length. He's got good moves. I think he's good coordination, good footwork. So I think he'll be okay. He'll be a very good center in this league. Right now he's in a tough situation.
Yeah.
I think what they're going through in New Jersey, I can't even imagine how hard it is to have the record they have right now and the issues that they're facing. But I definitely see him being a very successful player. And he'll be fine. He'll be putting up big numbers. He already got big numbers this season. It's just team performance is not joining that individual play.
Blair with rebound number 19. Giddings takes it inside. Of course, a reminder right after this is Blair finds 2. He's got 18 points. After this, the 10-year celebration of inside the NBA. All the highlights.
How about the 20 rebounds? He's got 2.
Isn't that nice, huh?
That's pretty nice.
Yeah. Beasley for 3. He's got 24.
You said he's got a great nose for the ball, doesn't he? Blair's been around. He did that when he was at Pittsburgh. He was just a great rebound. He's been a great rebounder his whole life.
Yeah, I was surprised he got drafted so late. He really was.
Tell him why, Kevin.
Why?
He doesn't have any ACL. He doesn't have an ACL in either knee.
In either knee?
None.
Nothing.
Wow.
He got 20 rebounds with no ACLs. Just think if he had ACLs.
Wow.
At least 30, yeah, exactly.
Well, that's pretty impressive.
That's been a favorite story all night.
I got more respect for him.
Yeah, exactly. As you should.
Well, the rookies
that's 21,
are going to win this, and this will be their first win in the last 8 years.
Going for the 2020.
That's right. Digging in hard.
And he got it.
Blair with a great display. And he's got to be a candidate for MVP. He's got 20 points and 21 rebounds.
He's got my vote.
And you know what? And Brook did not want to give him that 20-20.
No.
Brook was fighting him and grabbing it and holding him. He did everything humanly possible to stop that basket, but he couldn't do it.
Now he's going to be at the line. Former high school player of the year in Pittsburgh and now in the NBA. And him and Thabit were the co-players of the year last year in the Big East. And here he is with a terrific game. Terrific rookie year. Another rebound and almost had 2 more.
There they are.
All right.
That was good.
We could have co-MVPs.
Absolutely.
Hey, pal, what a pleasure. For the second year, you've been nice enough to come over and join us. And thank you for adding your insight and for being with us again. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you, guys. This has been a lot of fun.
Great job as always.
Good luck. Stay healthy.
Thank you. Rest of the way. Thank you.
Al Gasol, the Los Angeles Lakers, of the defending champion, Los Angeles Lakers. Stay tuned for the T-Mobile Rookie Challenge and Youth Jam MVP Award presentation. We come back to Dallas after this on TNT.
All-Star game with Kobe Bryant unable to play. West coach George Karl needs another starter, so why not Dirk?
A lot of times when Europeans get a lot of flack for not being tough. I mean, Dirk's tough, man. He doesn't back down for nobody.
And that's not well known, because a lot of people don't even know that.
You play against him, you know. He doesn't back down from anybody. He's just tough.
He was an MVP 2 or 3 years ago, whatever it may be. I think that's all you really need to know about him. He's the best player on the floor most nights.
Sunday's All-Star game is almost an afterthought compared to all the parties and made-for-TV events leading up to the game. But here's an activity that deserves some hype. Dirk Nowitzki and the other All-Star players are among hundreds of NBA personnel and volunteers fixing up 5 houses on Macon Street in Dallas today. Just one of 3 different community service projects this afternoon in Dallas and Arlington, all part of the annual NBA Cares All-Star Day of Service.
Dallas has been great to me for the last 12 years, so anywhere I can help in the community.
How are we doing?
Wonderful job.
Wonderful? That's what I wanted to hear.
Even when I was struggling my first year, for some reason, you know, we were kind of meant to be together, Dallas and me. You know, they were always there for me. And, you know, anything I can do, I'm always, you know, try to stay busy in the community, not only today, but always.
Some great work this afternoon and tonight on center court at the jam session at the Dallas Convention Center. Mark Cuban playing for the West squad in the annual celebrity game. Dallas resident Hall of Famer Nancy Lieberman with the first bucket of the game. But look who else was back in town. Former Cowboys receiver Terrell Owens making his presence felt. Not 1 but 2 dunks in this one, but Owens' East squad falls to Cuban's West team. 41-37 was the final score. By the way, the jam session at the Convention Center opens at 9 o'clock in the morning with the All-Star practices starting at 10:45. And finally, the